Standard 1, classify, describe, and sketch linear objects. Learning target number 2. I can identify complementary, supplementary, and vertical angles. I can find the complement and supplement of angles. All right. Here's some vocabulary for you. We're going to start with complementary angles. And complementary angles are angles that add to 90 degrees. For example, angle P, if you guys are looking right here, 15 plus 75 is 90. So angle P and angle Q are complementary. Now, another thing I want you guys to know about complementary angles, it could look like this. If you have a right angle, let's say this is X, Y, Z, and it's a right angle, and you have a ray sticking out of it, let's call that A. Then you could say that angle X, Y, A, that, and angle A, Y, Z are complementary. Are complementary. You get the idea. Because they also add up. If you were to add this plus this, you would get 90 degrees. Supplementary angles, they're angles that add to 180 degrees. So these two down here, since 60 plus 120 equal 180, these are supplementary. Now, a special kind of supplementary angles are called a linear pair, and they are two angles like this one here. So this angle and this angle are a linear pair because they share a line. They're on the same line, but they add up to 180. So we could say a linear pair of angles is they are created from a ray coming out of a straight line. They add up to 180 as well because, as we know, a straight line, that angle is 180 degrees. Now, vertical angles, I keep erasing, so annoying. Okay, vertical angles happen, they are formed when two lines intersect. So here's a line, and here's a line. They intersected. A and B are vertical angles. Angle A and angle B are vertical. Now, the cool thing about vertical angles is that means that they're equal to each other. So angle A is equal to angle B. The degrees would be the same. Now, also here, we could say, like if we said that this was angle C and this is angle D, they are also vertical angles because they are across from each other and they would also be equal to each other. So C and D are equal and A and B are equal. Now we're going to practice identifying. I'm going to leave some of these to you. I'm going to do one of each, and then you guys can do the rest and check your answers with me or your teacher. A right angle. I see one right angle right here. So I would say one of them is BOD. A pair of complementary angles, so complementary mean they add up to 1 or add up to 90 degrees. I only see one pair of them. This angle, angle BOC, is complementary to angle COD. Angle COD. They add up to 90. Why do I keep saying 180? 90 degrees. Now let's go to a pair of supplementary angles. Those add to 180. Well, I notice that angle AOE is supplementary with angle AOC because it makes a straight line here. AOC. So you get to find another one on your own. A pair of vertical angles. Let's see if I can do that. So there are two sets of vertical angles here. One that I see is EOD. That angle is vertical to this angle, AOC. Angle AOC and angle EOD. So you get to find another pair of vertical angles and check that out. Now we're going to go down to these problems here. I'm going to leave some of them to you. If angle BOC, so let's figure out where angle BOC is really quickly. Angle BOC, let's say that that's 40 degrees. Then what is the measure of angle COD right here? Well, we know they add up to 90 degrees. So 40 plus what gets you 90 degrees? Well, I would say that would have to be 50 degrees. If EOA equals 50 degrees, then what is COD? So EOA is 50. And now we're looking for COD. Well, those aren't complementary or supplementary. Those are vertical angles. And as you know, vertical angles are congruent. So if EOA is 50, then COD also has to be 50 degrees. Now I want you guys to answer this and this on your own and check your answers with me. And we'll see how you're doing.